Welcome all. I've been meaning to put together some content for y'all for a very long time, but I keep banging my head up against the wall of getting tired of hearing the same old shit. There truly is nothing new under the sun. Every great insight that I have had, I've found it written in other words by countless other beings that have came before me thousands of years ago. It tells you something. You think you've discovered something brand new, when really you've uncovered something really old. That's the treasure of awakening. It's not a thing that you build on top, but it's something you uncover through a demolition of sorts, until all that's left is that insight waiting to be found, like a gold nugget that's sitting under a little bit of dirt. It's not that there's nothing new to experience. Newness is all that we experience. But it's a trick of the mind to look around us and think that this is familiar to us. So what is a constant stream of newness with every breath? Our mind has already categorized and created blueprints and schematics for. It's turned them newness, the new, never before seen experiences into the same old thing. This is my same old computer monitor here in the same old room. This is the same old tissue box. I see this every day. There's nothing new, right? But that's an idea. That's a framework that has utility, and yet is the very source of the thing that robs you of experiencing creativity as a stream instead of a product. And that's the dream that most of us get caught in. It's the thing that puts us to sleep. Because we're focused totally on the product of creativity, as if it's something that is not already with us. Our minds are constantly going from one product to the next, seeking something new. Meanwhile, the newness that is right here with us is completely absent in our mind, because the mind isn't focused on the newness. It's focused on the attainment of the product of newness that it believes is somewhere else. And that belief is what creates the dream. It's what creates the idea that you're in a journey towards something. And once you get there, then you'll be able to enjoy the product of that journey, the goal, the destination, the treasure, the pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. So we've conditioned our lives around the dream. If you listen to any of the wise, the sage, the Buddhas, the messiahs, the enlightened ones that have left their mark on history, they'll all tell you that the highest attainment is always present. It's with you right now, always. So why is it that anyone is on a spiritual journey at all? The idea of there being a journey to get to where you are already right now, that is the dream. That is sleep. That is closing your eyes to what is already with you. But any product that you think you can attain on any journey, that is not new. Because the one who's making it, who's coming up with that idea, is uncreative. If they realize that the thing they're trying to attain is newness itself, well, newness cannot be grasped by anything. That newness cannot be predicted. You're on a journey to a destination that is uncreated. the tool that you're using to arrive at the destination it's the very thing that's killing your creativity. But what is your creativity? It doesn't exist. So what does it mean to experience something new that's never been before? If all of your desires and ambitions have been generated based on things you've experienced before, then how can those things before lead to something you've never seen before? There's simply no way to project or predict what that newness is. But this is the same problem that everybody has. All of us dreamers who have found ourselves in the dream. We're seeking for a meaning, for an answer. Why am I here? Why am I in this dream? What do I come into this dream to do? And the funny thing is, it's not a difficult thing to answer. You're in this dream because you put yourself in this dream. but you don't even know you're dreaming. You think you're awake. So you're looking around your dream. All of these dream characters, this dream life, dream job, dream ambitions. You're looking around at all of these pieces of your dream, trying to find the meaning for it. But what is the dream really for? The dream's not the thing that's keeping you asleep. It's not a prison. It's a map. The map contains nothing but directions. But the map isn't real. The map isn't new. It's a copy. It's not even a copy. It's a caricature of something that is real. When you look at a map, in order to make any sense of it, you need to look at the legend. In this dream reality, the legend is called mythology and religion. The legend itself doesn't contain answers. It doesn't contain anything new. What it does contain is an explanation, a framing for what the symbols on the map represent. Now, the map wouldn't be very useful if it didn't point to something that was real. And that real thing is the territory. The territory. Now, if you've been living in a dream, you don't even know the territory exists. You've been walking amongst the map inside the dream, taking all of the map markers as the territory, the legends, as truth. But the real truth can't be found anywhere in the dream. Just as when you look for the dreamer in the dream, it's not anywhere to be found. Why is that? Because the one who's having the dream that whole dream world, that whole map, the territory, the territory is the thing projecting the map. Just as you go to bed in the nighttime, you close your eyes, and without you having to do anything, an entire world is created, projected. And when you wake up, you realize I wasn't in the dream. The dream was in me. But while you were in the dream, you might have been traveling somewhere. Traveling through the map. And it wasn't until you woke up that you realized there was no part of that map or that dream that wasn't fully contained within you. And right now you might think, well, yes, but I woke up and now I am not asleep anymore. Are you? Are you awake? Have you found the territory? Or are you in another map? Another copy of a copy? Are you going somewhere? Are you on a journey? Before you woke up from the dream, you were journeying through a dream. At the time, you thought you were awake. Now you're here. Are you on a journey? I wanted to pull something up just to help elucidate a little bit. What does it actually mean to be awake? I'm going to pull up just a little quote here. Just going to share my screen. So here on the screen it says, am I awake? The word Buddha means the awakened one. Awake, wake, watch, and vigil are from the same root. Wake is the causative sense of rouse from sleep. It also ties to forbearing sleep, especially regarding vigils. Awake happens after a death, but with the body still present, before the body is buried. The wake is referred to as a viewing. The word watch pre-existed clocks, and it means keeping awake. Keeping awake. So to keep awake means to keep roused from sleep, to not be asleep, or to prevent sleep from taking place. So one is only awake when they're not asleep and when they're prevented from returning to sleep. Awake happens after death, but before the body is buried, meaning whilst the body is still present. And to watch means to stay awake. This definition, this map, these words are pointing to something here. They're saying that sleep and death are essentially synonymous. They're referring to the same thing. So when you do wake up from your sleep, there is a death that takes place. The entire world, not just the dream character, the entire world that the dream character thought it was in gets burned to the ground. It's totally destroyed every time there is an awakening. What the dreamer thought was an entire universe, an entire life, and a journey towards some kind of destination. It all gets burnt to ashes the moment the one who is dreaming the dream wakes up from their sleep. And to be awake means to be watchful. It's a viewing. It's not a journey. So it's already there. The dreamer has always been the dreamer. It's the dream is coming from the dreamer. And when the dreamer wakes up, that dream that he was in returns to the dreamer. The dreamer was never affected by the dream. But whilst he thought he was in the dream, he's confused everything in the dream as something real. When the only thing real was the dreamer himself. And the dreamer is the territory that all of the dream maps are pointing back to. So if you want to get in touch with the new, the new is already active in you. Always. Your job is to stop. Actually stop and watch. View. Ask yourself, am I awake? Am I looking for an answer? outside of myself. Because if the answer is no, if you're not awake, then all of the answers you're seeking that's your own dream. You're seeking them within. I'm here to tell you the territory doesn't need an answer from the dream. And so long as you are in a dream and sleeping, then there is no answer that is going to help you. The only way out of this dream is to truly ask yourself the question, and watch